Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. This is Zach over at NV Woodworks. Today's quick tip video is one of the questions that I get asked quite often, and that's what saw or what blade or what drill bit should you use, or works best, I guess, for Alumilite. So in this video, I'm going to cover what I use and what I've found to work the best. Alright, so you got your blanks ready. Maybe you made a brick of them and you want to cut them out. What do you use? What works best? And what I've found is the table saw works the best, mainly because it leaves a smoother surface on the blanks. It's a lot easier for me. I don't have to do any work after the fact to have the blanks kind of smooth and ready to rock. You can use your bandsaw as well. It doesn't really matter. Basically, anything that you use to cut wood with is going to work on Alumilite. Now, some other acrylics, let's say, polyester resin especially, and acrylic acetate, so your kind of mass-produced Chinese blanks, they're acrylic, and that's a little bit more brittle, and so that's not what I'm talking about. I don't really even have that much experience with those types of resins or acrylics, but for Alumilite, basically it machines excellent, so you can use whatever you're using for wood. Now, I will say that blade selection matters, and it doesn't really matter if you're cutting wood or acrylic or plastic. What I have found, I have a blade that I actually got this tip from Curtis Seebeck, the Tenru Gold Medal 40 tooth combination blade. It seems to last the longest and it cuts really well. I used to use forest blades. That's what I always use for wood, and to be honest, forests don't last as long. The blades don't last as long as the Tenru does, and I don't get as good a cut, which was really surprising because Tenru blades are a little bit cheaper. That's my recommendation. I'll have a link down in the show notes to where I get them. I just get them on Amazon. Now, for bandsawing, really it doesn't matter what blade you use on the bandsaw either. Bimetal blades will last a little bit longer, but you can use anything. I use the Timberwolf silicone blade, just their standard one a lot of times, but I also buy bimetal blades from them. So if your preferred method is using the bandsaw, again, it doesn't really matter. A higher quality blade is going to last longer. Now, for drilling, what I found on that is I just use standard bits again. Bit quality is going to make a difference in how long the bit lasts, and I will say that you're going to get the best results if you sharpen your drill bits often. I don't think a lot of people really realize how often you might need to touch up drill bits. And I know I haven't actually tried personally the Drill Doctor, but you may be able to do it at home. I actually just send out my drill bits whenever they start to feel a little bit sluggish. Best thing to do is just go get a new edge on those things, and they're going to cut really well. Again, acrylic acetate and polyester resin, those are different animals. They're much more brittle, and there may be other bits. There are actually acrylic cutting bits out there. I don't think that that's necessary at all for Alumilite. It's really not the same type of material, not brittle and all that stuff, so really just your kind of standard run-of-the-mill bits are going to work really well. Some bits that are coated with different things, may last a little bit longer, but frankly, you can just get, high-speed steel drill bits, and they should cut fine. Now, for turning or other machining, sanding, every kind of sand, sandpaper is going to work really well on Alumilite. You don't really have to think too much about it. For hand sanding stuff, I use Abranet. It just doesn't clog up as much, but if you're using like a belt sander, anything will do. I use a drum sander, and I just use the standard belts for that as well. And then on the lathe, again, it doesn't really matter what you use, it just needs to be sharp. So carbides work really well. The negative rake scrapers, especially I've found on larger projects, work extremely well. And then, just your normal high-speed steel turning tools work fine, your regular gouges and stuff. I have found that Thompson tools generally are better, and they're not necessarily the best. I don't have a lot of experience using all kinds of different, steels. However, Thompson is one of the premium steels, and it's gonna take a keener edge, and it's gonna last a little bit longer. They work really well. So I hope that kind of helps out. I mean, really, it doesn't matter what you use. That's what I've found. I mean, anything will work. Higher quality stuff, higher quality bits and blades, obviously you're going to work better, and you definitely want sharp blades. Same thing goes for the table saw. When it starts getting sluggish, where you can't really push the piece through, that means that your saw blade's dull, and it's time to get it sharpened or get a new one. So I hope that kind of helps out. I hope that makes it easier. It's like I said, easy answer. Go cut it with whatever you want. You should get pretty good results. One little last tip that I will say about drilling: make sure that you're clearing chips often. If friction can cause the blank to heat up. So if you don't clear those chips, it's going to cause more friction. And eventually, if you get it too hot, it could crack an Alumilite blank. So if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down below. If you like the video, definitely hit that like button and share with your friends. Also, subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when new videos get posted. So until next time, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.